What's up, guys? What's going on? I'm Paul. This is Pauline Theology's daily devotional, man, and we're going through the book of Exodus. This is Trust in Jesus Ministries. What we do here is help you to trust in Jesus more. And the way we do that is by reading through the scriptures. What better way to trust in someone more by getting to know them? If you get to know them, then you may trust them more or you may distrust them more. But because God is truth, because Yahweh is absolute reality, faithful, and honest, then as we read and study who he is, his character and his nature, and we get to know him more, then we can trust him more. We can trust him more. So I hope that's what we're doing here. That's the goal. That's the plan. That's what I'm trying to convey and bring across. And I hope that it is helping you in your walk, whether it's for the first time, of course, to finally give your life to him because you see that he's trustworthy, or if it's just every day placing your life in his hand little by little, man. That's what I want to do. And I'm hoping I'm helping. And we're in Exodus. We're getting to see God in a amazing way, a beautiful way. So I hope that you were enjoying the study through Exodus. If you're here and you're looking for that, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. Anyway, the scripture again is Exodus chapter 4, and we are in 15 through 17. 15 through 17. Now, let's jump into it. Well, if you haven't read it yet, first, stop the tape, check it out, see what it has to say, come back, answer the questions. But now, let's jump into it. What's going on, man? Well, we saw that Moses was like, dude, send anybody but me, God, please. Anybody but me. And then God comes back with a little bit of angry, man. He was angry because Moses revealed his true heart. Not that he has all of these questions and reasons why or how this is going to happen, but in reality, it was just he didn't want to do it. Don't know what those reasons are. It could have been a part of the questioning that he was giving God, because God clearly said, I'm going to be with you. They're going to believe. But still his own doubts and fears, because he wasn't trusting completely and fully in Yahweh, was causing him to have these fears and doubts that he didn't even want to do it. And so God is like, yeah, I see. I knew it. I knew it, but I wanted you to say it. I wanted you to be open with it. And so when he gets a little mad because he realizes that Moses finally admits that he just doesn't want to do it. But God says, I'm going to send your brother to you. And after he sends his brother to him, he tells him exactly how it's going to go down. He says, your brother's going to talk for you, and you're going to tell him what to do, and I'm going to be with both of you in doing this. Your brother's going to speak with the Israelites. It says, and then you going to speak to your brother, and I'm going to be with both of you. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to be with both of you. So what is this? What is this saying about God? I think this scripture is saying about God the fact that he meets us on our level. I think we talked about that last episode because of how God responded to Moses in regards to how finally Moses told the truth. And so in the same way here, God is showing Moses, or he's giving Moses the thing that he desires to help him to move through the struggle that he's having at this point in time. Because immediately we're going to see that Aaron, whom I bet you Moses loved getting to see his brother, he says he's going to rejoice in his heart. I meant to talk about that in the last episode, just about how that brother, that family getting to come back together. He says he's going to rejoice in his heart because of their reuniting. And so I think that this is going to really help him, because he doesn't even have to. It's obviously going to help him because that's what God said and what will happen. But this is going to really help him because he gets to be with his brother, and his heart is going to rejoice when he sees him, and he gets to partner with his brother in freeing the people of God. And then, second off, he ain't going to have to deal with the people of God initially, because it says that Aaron is going to talk to him, man. Aaron's going to be the one to convey the message. And probably Aaron is the one that's going to do the signs and wonders. And this is true because he says, take that staff with you. And later on, we're going to see that it's called the staff of God. And so it is, I think, a mix as Moses writes these things. Is you never know which one it is, like whose staff God is using. Is it Moses's? Is it Aaron's? Because it is God's staff. They are the hands of God, as Yahweh says that He is going to be with them. They are going to be the hands of God. That's why He says, "Take this staff with you, that these wonders will be done by." God is going to be moving through both of these. Question is, do you want God to move through you? Do you want God to move through you? I tell you what, right here it says that He's going to use you and move in you despite the fact of your unwillingness. Because first off, God is the great wooer. And so He's going to woo you and move you to do as He's called you to do for His glory and for your good. But also He's going to give us the means by which we can do it, man. And so we shouldn't have to fear as Moses finally is going to start to get over these doubts and these second thoughts about the thing that God has called him to. God says He will be with him and He'll give him the tools to do it. That's what God does, man. That's what it says about God, is God will be with you and He'll give you the tools to do it. What's it say about us? We should humble ourselves and do that which God has called us to. Because God is going to give us the means and the way to get there. He's going to give us the means and the way to get there. So how do we apply these truths to our lives? That's the question, right? How are we actually going to live these things out in our lives? What is it God's calling you to? We've been saying that for a couple of episodes now. What is it God is calling you to? Be reminded that God is giving you the tools to achieve the thing He's called you to. He hasn't just said do this and then not helped you. So what do we got here? We got the fact that God has called us to do something. Second, that He's going to be with us in doing it. He said that's His name. Ihwe. I will be. And later on it says Ihwe will be with you. So He's going to be with us. But then next, He gives us the tools to do it. In this sense, it's like reiterating again all the wonders. The thing where He said, put your hand in your shirt, pull it out. He says, throw the staff on the ground, turn the snake, grab it back up. He says that you can pick up the Nile and pour it out. It's going to be blood. All of these things is reminded in the staff. The staff. And so application, man, maybe today is grab something that will remind you of the power and the presence of God. What is it that will remind you of the power and presence of God? There's this lady that when we were at an event and she had these little Jesuses. And I think that helped her and reminded her of the power and the presence of Jesus in her life. What's going to remind you of the power and the presence of Jesus in your life? Find something. I appreciate you guys for listening, and I will see you in the next episode.